Okay, so now the real deal starts. So first of all, whenever you start freelancing, this should be the number one question that you must be getting in your mind, that how do I start and how do I find out where I have to start and what niche do I choose? So see, in this module, we will be covering that is niching down really important? Like what is a niche and is it really necessary? Then we will be discussing about a step-by-step guide that how you have to niche down, and then how you have to research about your niche once you have find it out. All right. So see, basically a niche is something in which you have your experience, domain knowledge, or you are simply passionate about it. So that is a niche. So see, if you are interested in writing, so then writing is your niche. Now you have to, sub niche that what you enjoy the most in writing, what kind of content you enjoy in writing. The same is with, like, if you want to, or if you like to shoot videos, then you have to see what kind of videos do you want to shoot, what kind of content you want to create, what are the topics which around which you will be creating your content. And the easiest thing that you want to do if you want to find out your niche is to find out what things are you naturally skilled at and what things have you acquired. Basically, natural skills are the skills that you have, like, kind of inherited, or they are just in you. Like, we all have that one badass motherfucker. If you leave him in a room of 40 people, he will befriend 35. So some people are very good at communication, they can just mix in well. And there are a few people who are too good at cooking. There are a few people who are good at presentations. There are a few people who write great. So these are the kind of skills that come naturally to you. And at some point in your life, somebody must have told you that, oh man, you are so good at this. Why don't you try to monetize it? Or why don't you pursue your career in it? Like, some people are good in music. Some people are good in craft. Some people are good in, calligraphy and all that stuff. So everybody is good in some skill. Everybody has a skill. You just need to find yours. And acquired skills are those skills that you have learned. Like, for a few friends of mine, they were too good at public speaking, so they naturally had it. I had to practice a lot about public speaking and, getting comfortable in front of the camera and all that stuff. So I have acquired it. It didn't come naturally into me. I have acquired it. Like, first time when I recorded, it sucked like anything. Like, when you try anything for the first time, there is a huge probability of you failing, but it is still better than not trying and, not realizing what your potential is. So you need to figure out what skills do you have. Now, I'm not going to read all these that I have mentioned on this slide over here. You are not an elementary school kid who needs completely spoon feeding. You can do it on your own. So you need to find out what things and topics you are naturally skilled at. The second question that comes is that, is it really important? And this is overrated. Niching down is literally overrated. You have to find out firstly what kind of content you enjoy the most creating, what niche do you want to be in, and what you are passionate about. You don't want to get that burden of niching down initially and missing out a lot of opportunities. I always say, be a generalist first and then be a specialist. You need to know few things about a lot of industries rather than knowing about just one industry and a whole lot about it. Because as they say that, a jack of all trades is master of none, but they never complete it, because it's still better than the master of one. Because when you know a lot of things about the other industries as well, it gives you an edge over the other candidates. And you need to give time to find out your niche. Don't go hard on yourself. Sit down, think about the things that you enjoy the most, and then come up with something that you can pursue it with. Now, this is just a random example that you can look at to choose your niche. Like, if you are somebody who enjoys social media the most, you like, your second home is social media, you live on IG or you live on LinkedIn, and you like to figure about how people are getting viral, what are the trends going on, what things are working, what thing is trending right now, how people are gaining a lot of followers. If you have that kind of mindset, why don't you try social media marketing or social media management? Because you are already into it, so you have a skill set that you can monetize. Same is with writing. If you like, enjoy writing fictional stuff, why don't you become a fictional writer? Why don't you try that thing out? Because until unless you try, until unless you don't fail, you don't know what your maximum potential is. And that is how you have to select your niche, and that is a very gradual process. It is not like you can select your niche like this. No, it doesn't happen that way. You need to give time to it. So I've just come up with these few questions. So whenever I look here, that means like my monitor is here. So I have to look at it when I look at the slides, because I don't think anybody can bear me for more than 20 minutes straight away talking. So I had to make these slides and all that stuff. So I hope it is pretty interactive and kind of that shit. So yeah, like what are all the things that you can talk about the whole day? These questions will really help you in finding about what you are passionate about. But if you already know what you are passionate, you already know what you want to do, then this is not for you. And I had already told it in the intro that if you already know stuff, then these modules are not for you. These are for absolute people who are just, who are just starting off, who have not seen the world from our lens. So see, figure out what all the things that you can talk about all day. Like I can talk about financial markets, stocks, bonds, cryptocurrencies, web3, NFTs. I can talk about it the whole day without getting bored. Then you have to figure out what are the most common topic of discussions that excites you. What are the most common topics of discussion that you have with your friends or in online forums or anywhere. And then you have to look at your history. And I'm not talking about that history that you are thinking. You have to look at the search history where you have searched content. So you have to see what kind of content do you like the most consuming, what is it related to, and how you can monetize it. And then obviously you need to find out your natural and acquired skills, because you have to do it, right? And the best way to niche down is hit and trial. There is nothing else that's going to work. And I'm telling you this, be ready for failures in the first 2 to 3 months. Life is going to hit like a truck or a train to you. So you have to fail. And when you fail, at least you have one thing cut down from the list, that okay, this is not something I want to do. Now the rest things, now I'll be on the rest of the things, and I'll try to do that and I'll succeed in it. That is how the mentality should be. So you need to start immediately. Immediately start off with things that you're passionate about. And then what are the possible scenarios that once you start? So see, this is only for the people who are going to start. If you are somebody who is a pussy, is not going to start, don't watch it further. You are just wasting your and my time. But if you want to start off and you started off, so these three things are going to happen. Or if it has happened with you too, then also you need to have a look at it. First thing is you enjoy doing it. So that is a complete absolute victory, that you enjoy what you're doing. Second is you are still confused. You can't figure out whether you enjoy it or you not enjoy it. You are somewhere in the middle. So you need to give it more time, and you need to come up in any category that either you enjoy it or you not enjoy it. And once you don't enjoy it, cut it off the list, move ahead. Now comes how you have to do your market research once you have to figure out your niche. Or even if you have not figured out your niche, there is a very simple way to do market research. First one is you need to observe a lot. You need to observe the industry leaders, the content big creators are creating. 90% of them create shit. Still, look at the 10% who are creating good content. Secondly, keep a sharp eye on the comments of good creators, because see, this is what I have also observed, and this is what I have personally experienced as well. If you go under the comment section of my posts, you will see so many value bombs and drop insights that you will not find in any creator's post. These are the things, small things, that actually create a big impact. And lastly, you need to search about your ideal clients. We will talk about it in the client modules that would be coming up. And the final step would be to execute whatever you have learned. Because without execution, a plan is just a plan. It is just a non-existent thing. You have to, bring it to existence by execution. And you have to keep a sharp eye on the industry. So I hope now you have a clear idea how you have to figure out your niche. It is not difficult. Don't try to make it difficult. It is very easy. You just have to give some time to yourself and think about it, and get out from the fake reality of social media you are living in and come into the absolute reality. Figure out things you want to do the most, and then that's how you are going to figure out your niche. That's it. It is that simple. So this is it for module 1, and I hope that you have your mindset in place and now you know how to find out your niche. So let us get straight into module 2.